So, what do you remember about the day when Carmen was attacked?
The two things that I remember most is that just having to load that gun, because I thought there's no way we would ever come back from a injury like that, and I'd seen some bad injuries, nothing like that, and nothing. There was two parts of her bone that were exposed that we could see, and it was just unreal. And I remember just thinking I needed to load my pistol and put her down, which was really, really difficult because I just loved this mare. And we'd only ridden her, I think, about 12 times, maybe 13 times, something like that, before that wreck. And one of the things I did was call Mike Fency, who is absolutely the greatest hunter I've ever known. And I said, well, look at this. Tell me what you think. Mike said it was a bear, and which later proved to be true. And one of the things Mike told me was that bear would come back in. We couldn't move the horse, and she was stuck there in the water lot. And so I went down and slept with her. I think the first week, every night, just so something like that wouldn't happen. And then on that day when we're sort of processing all that stuff, as I'm sitting there thinking I need to put her down, I think you came up with, the notion that we needed to call Mom. And Mom is none other than Dr. Teresa Gonzalez, who's really a mom to us. And we just asked her before, I'm kind of standing there with my pistol, and tell me what to do, and I can barely speak. I'm just so upset. She just calmed me down, like she does, and has so many times before. And we've had to put a few horses down, she and I, so it wasn't the first time, but she felt like we could make this work, and that if we would just follow a really strict regimen of going down there a couple of different times a day till we could get her moved, that we could heal this up. And I thought, that's just seems impossible, but it did. And so we did that for weeks, and she finally did get to a point where we could get her up onto the trailer, and I brought her home, and then it was just nonstop doctoring, both of us. It's been 10 months now, and she's finally got to a place where it's just that scab is left, and her muscle memory somehow, that forearm muscle was completely severed, and the other muscles, as Mom said, would start to take over and take the place of that muscle that throws that leg forward. And she did indeed learn how to run and walk and trots, and you wouldn't even know that she had an injury. And this is how good this mare is. I haven't gotten on her, obviously, and I think maybe a little more than 10 months. And I put a saddle on and warmed her up, and off we go. And she is such a gift, and we're so grateful to the Kerr family for these amazing horses. This is proof of what good stockmanship is, because Greg and Cody have put together just a phenomenal program with their horses and their cattle. And this mare, I wouldn't trade for anything, especially now, that we've been through so much together. That she's stuck with me for the rest of her life.